moment in which he denied him the opportunity to test Thibaut Courtois with a shot. Militao has drifted over to the right side of the back line. Big switch ball over to Vinicius on the left. Sends in the early cross towards Benzema, but Alisson Becker, relatively simple job to gather the ball. Wastes no time, throws the ball straight out to Andy Robertson on the left. Line their opposition, knocking the ball around the back. Joe Gomez being put under pressure by Modric. He's found his way out to Alexander-Arnold. He's come inside to Fabinho. Again under pressure from Vinicius. This match being played at a frantic tempo early on, but it's a good pass fired into the feet of Gakpo. Takes it and turns inside the centre circle. Rakitic over to the right hand side. Salah's got Henderson on the overlap. Instead the Egyptian cuts back.
Well, he's not known for his touch or his pace and strength and driving forward and shooting from distance, but that was...
Salah cuts back onto his left foot, fires the ball into the box. Question of offside against Darwin Núñez. And he flicks it into net. It's 1-0 to Liverpool. An incredible start to the game front by the Reds, and it's Darwin Núñez on the spot to give Liverpool the advantage on home turf. It was Mohamed Salah who sends in the low cross and a fantastic backheel flick by the Uruguayan to Fox. Thibaut Courtois. The finish was from close range. It's jubilant celebrations by Núñez and those in the crowd at Anfield. It's an early advantage for Jurgen Klopp's side. 4.5 minutes on the clock. And this Champions League tie is alive and kicking. It's Liverpool 1, Real Madrid 0. What a start to the game for the Reds. Narrow favourites to take this home tie. Their form hasn't been sparkling this season. 8th position in the Premier League. They were the team to finish second in their Champions League group behind Napoli. They've taken the lead against the reigning Champions League holders.
Aggressive. Positive football.
Salah the assister, Darwin Núñez the finisher, and it was a superb finish. One that will be replayed. It was a clever backheeled effort, taken first time by the Uruguayan, but Real Madrid come forward here. Switch ball played over to Vinicius. He lets the ball run. He's isolated 1v1 against Henderson. Cuts back in his right foot, finds its way to Modric on the edge of the box. Here's Valverde, and eventually Liverpool clear their lines up to Salah. The Reds looking to come forward again. Switch ball finds Henderson on the halfway line. Plays the ball down the right flank to Salah. Salah comes back to Alexander-Arnold. Not pressing intensely from the front line. Liverpool have lead in the first few minutes. Just 6 minutes on the clock. Liverpool, of course, with that 1-goal advantage. To see if Darwin Núñez's clever finish. Carlo Ancelotti's side rocked in the early stages at Anfield, and it's Liverpool still in possession. Joe Gomez inside the centre circle, plays it square to Alexander-Arnold. Fabinho in space now, takes it and drives towards the Madrid back line. Tackle goes in by Camavinga. Questions asked of the referee, but he waves play on. And now it's Real Madrid looking to come forward and break. Benzema with the flick round the corner to Vinicius Junior, but Joe Gomez shows great pace to get back. Edge in front of Vinicius to regain possession. Here's Van Dijk now. Liverpool heads into their own final third. Benzema squeezing up to apply pressure. Gomez forward to Henderson. Liverpool zipping the ball about with real confidence here at Anfield this evening. Salah the assister on that occasion, but he is the joint top scorer in the Champions League this season with 7 goals in 6 games prior to kickoff. Sharing top spot with none other than Kylian Mbappe. Salah averaging a goal every 63 minutes in this season's Champions League. He's certainly reserved his best form for this competition this season. Not been bad in the Premier League by any means, but he's fallen short of his usual extremely lofty standards. Here is Salah over on the right-hand side. Liverpool around 30 yards from the Real Madrid goal. Good pass down to Salah, who's got it on the right flank again. Cuts back on his left foot. David Alaba shows good agility to change direction and make the tackle. Now Vinicius tries to go around the outside of Fabinho, and the referee Stan Kovac's points for a Real Madrid free kick. Around 10 yards inside their own half.
Shaky start for him.
Vinicius, of course, such a tricky customer for opponents to deal with. 4 goals in 6 Champions League games this season. He's 16 in all competitions already. He's, of course, had his best ever goal scoring season in the white shirt of Real Madrid. Scored 22 in all competitions last term. He's still only 22 years old, Vinicius, but he's already a real player on the European stage.
Playing in Spain.
Tonight would be an almighty night to make another statement.
For Spain. It's level.
Ancelotti's side are on the ropes. 9 minutes on the clock. The teams have weathered the early storm. Liverpool visibly buoyed with confidence after that early opener. Darwin Nunez cleverly flicking in a low cross from Mohamed Salah. Chetic takes the ball just shy of the halfway line and goes back to Van Dijk. Now Robertson on the left finds by Chetic just outside the centre circle, takes it, confidently turns before spraying the ball out to Alexander-Arnold. Chetic, a player that's made such a strong impression over the past few weeks. 18 years of age, the Spaniard being given an opportunity to impress against Real Madrid this evening. Liverpool come forward again, flick round the corner by Trent Alexander-Arnold, cross-sent in by Salah over on the right-hand side, and it's red shirts. Real Madrid able to clear their lines as Modric feeds the ball to Vinicius, who powers into the Liverpool half. He's got Benzema over to the left-hand side. Ricochet takes the ball into the Frenchman's path. Finds Valverde 40 yards from goal. Now taking the patient approach, but here comes Benzema. Now got to go up through the gears, entering the Liverpool final third. Sequence of passing, but finding it tough to really penetrate this Liverpool defensive structure, which does look well organised and well set up by this evening. Carvajal finds it into the feet of Rodrigo with a good opportunity. Took it on the turn, but Robertson was there. Important interception in the box. In goes the cross from Alaba, but it sails straight into the hands of Alisson Becker. A chance for Liverpool to breathe a sigh of relief. Real Madrid failed to manufacture anything clear-cut in that promising sequence of play. 11 minutes on the clock, live on Flash Score. Champions League round of 16 first leg. It's Liverpool 1 and Real Madrid 0.
Still going, back all the way. Everything but the finish.
Third tackle goes in by Valverde. It's found its way to Rodrigo. The edge of the box takes the shot and it's well blocked in the end by Virgil van Dijk. A crucial block made by the Dutchman.
He was surprised. He was nowhere near the target in the end.
Really had to be made by Van Dijk as Rodrigo had a clear sight of goal from just outside the box. This one really end-to-end early on. Here comes Liverpool with Salah. Opportunity to take the shot towards the near post and it trickles just 1 or 2 yards wide of the post. Another warning sign for Real Madrid as the ball was fired directly into the feet of Cody Gakpo, who took the ball fantastically on the turn, held off the challenge of Camavinga and fed Salah. So elusive as he drove into the box. Salah, he just found a yard of space to get the shot away, but couldn't find the direction. Didn't quite have the purity of strike either. Easy to go Courtois. So Liverpool on top early on at Anfield, but Real Madrid having some joy of their own. You feel that another goal could be in this game very soon indeed, unless the pass of the match changes drastically. It's been very open indeed so far. Both teams showing a tendency to try and pass out from the back. But Liverpool, of course, known for being a hugely capable pressing side. Real Madrid, of course, so potent. The reigning Ballon d'Or and Karim Benzema spearheading their attack this evening. Has to be said, Liverpool's defence has been shaky at times this season. Gomez, not always the most convincing. He's being asked to knock the ball around his best players. Luka Modric, Real Madrid, into their own half of prison. Carvajal down the right, finds Valverde, deep flick inside towards the onrushing Rodrigo. Real Madrid coming in, Camavinga on the front post, his footing, transfer to go forward and it's fine into the field of Good art from the Dutchman, but it's lost the ball there. But it's a great mistake and Liverpool capitalise, it's 2-0. An absolute howler by Thibaut Courtois and it's Mohamed Salah on hand to make it 2-0 to Liverpool. Courtois with a look to the heavens, he can hardly believe what he's done at the back for Real Madrid. Carlo Ancelotti chooses gum and looks on into the distance. It's an absolute nightmare situation for Real Madrid goalkeeper Thibaut Courtois. It looked as though the attack had come to an end. Camavinga initially lost his footing. Cody Gakpo's touch was too heavy. Carvajal went all the way back to Courtois. And the touch off his knee was too heavy with Mohamed Salah just 2 yards away. So the loose touch from Courtois pounced on by Salah and poked in at close range. A single finish by the Egyptian and a muted celebration. After such a tragic mistake, a grave error by the Belgian goalkeeper, and incredibly, at this early stage of the two-legged Champions League round of 16 tie, it's Liverpool 2, Real Madrid 0.
Disaster.
Carlo Ancelotti will surely be hugely concerned by what he's seen in the first quarter of an hour here. First of all, Salah's cross into an unmarked Darwin Núñez to flick home. Second of all, Courtois with a terrible block. Worst goalkeeping mistakes we've seen all season. Just a careless touch. Mohamed Salah in such close proximity. That opportunity on the plate, a complete freebie for Liverpool to double their advantage. Just 16 minutes on the clock, they are 2 goals to good against the reigning Champions League champions. Real Madrid on the ropes at Anfield. Going forward, the stuff they've been playing isn't too shabby. At the back it's been woeful. Early cross sent in and Van Dijk is alert to make the clearance. Smattering of applause from around Anfield. This would already be a hugely impressive result for Liverpool if they can hold on until the final whistle, but given the pattern of the game so far, Jurgen Klopp will fancy his chances of going on to get even more goals. Boost his side's chances of prevailing over 2 legs. Carvajal tries to find Rodrigo, but Darwin Núñez makes the interception. thousands disheveled Real Madrid fans absolutely shell-shocked. A smattering of white shirts in the away end at Anfield can scarcely believe what they've witnessed in the opening stages of this match. Real Madrid have enjoyed plenty of possession. They're on the ball here with Eder Militao inside the centre circle. Sprays a long ball over to Carvajal. It's found Rodrigo, sends it the early cross towards Benzema, but doesn't quite have the direction on it. And it's cleared away by Fabinho. Salah can't make contact with the clearance. The passes back to Courtois. Early moments for Real Madrid as Courtois plays a short to Militao. Liverpool, of course, they're whenever the goalkeeper gets the ball for the rest of the evening. Save for a comfortable 10 minutes just to ease the nerves. Thibaut Courtois, former Chelsea goalkeeper, hugely accomplished career, 100 Belgian caps. And that howler, hugely uncharacteristic. It's usually so dependable. And another error from Real Madrid at the back as by Chesic pounces. Can't get the pass forward though, but Liverpool still on the attack with Robertson. Now Fabinho, 40 yards from the Real Madrid goal, surveys the options ahead of him. Robertson plays it inside to Gakpo, tries to play the 1-2, but Salah this time trickles all the way through to Courtois. This early performance, wholly uncharacteristic. Managed by Carlo Ancelotti, four-time Champions League winner, twice with AC Milan, twice with Real Madrid. He's won the competition more than any other manager in history. That's exactly what this competition is all about. He knows what it takes to win it. His side are floundering under the bright lights of Anfield. It's a hostile atmosphere on a Champions League night. The Reds have used that certainly to their advantage in the first 20 minutes here. Here's Vinicius, dropped deep to receive the ball. Finds Militao, 10 yards out. Vinicius. He's got Alaba for company. Vinicius squares up Jordan Henderson back. Neat passing around the box by Real Madrid. He takes the shot and it's in for Vinicius Junior. Incredible stuff. It's a fantastically taken goal by the Brazilian. And Real Madrid all of a sudden back in this clash, which is shaping up to be a blockbuster Champions League encounter at Anfield. 20 minutes on the clock. Real Madrid have one back. It's 2-1 Liverpool. It was a fantastic team goal by Los Blancos, just as we were discussing how Carlo Ancelotti would be gravely concerned. Neat 1 and 2 touch passing around the edge of the box. Vinicius and Benzema playing a neat 1-2. Vinicius from the left-hand side of the box curled it towards the far post. It was Thierry Henry-esque the way that ball found the far corner. And the 22-year-old with ball in hand sprints back to the centre circle. Madrid want to get thrown back into this game, and all of a sudden the white scarves in the away end are waving aloft again. What a start it's been to this game, and what a start to this two-legged Champions League encounter. And now suddenly Liverpool on the attack again. Salah reads the team, Cody Gakpo. At this point it really could be any score at Anfield. Both teams dicing with death at the back.
16 in 23 Champions League games against
Real Madrid looking shaky. Liverpool's press looks to be firing on all cylinders, but Real Madrid just showing exactly what they can do when they string passes together. They get a little bit of confidence in their star players, Vinicius, and with all the ability in the world. Here is the Brazilian again. Benzema's dropped deep. Vinicius, but this time he's been nicked off the Brazilian's toe. Gakpo feeds it wide right to Salah. He's been a confident start to the game from Gakpo as well. Salah has also been in fine form. 1 goal, 1 assist as we approach the halfway mark in this first half. Just 8th of the way through. Goals already. All of a sudden, energy and life breathed into the away end. Belief in the face of Carlo Ancelotti. Looking at the league just a few minutes ago. All of a sudden, the deficit halved. This is his 5th Champions League goal of the season. His 17th in all competitions. Alexander-Arnold sends it a ping to the edge of the box. Robertson tries to send it back in first time. Finds Alexander-Arnold again. Tackle in the middle of the park by Camavinga, who feeds Vinicius. Now Real Madrid can break. It's 2 versus 2. Vinicius and Benzema squared up against Van Dijk, and he tries to find Benzema, but the pass is intercepted by a swarm of red shirts who made the effort to sprint back. Did so just in time. Real Madrid had good numbers forward. They were lagging quite far behind the pacey Vinicius in the end. He had to do most of it on his own. So far in this match, 3 shots on target, 3 goals. Fans simply couldn't ask for more. This is the kind of night the supporters can witness the Champions League at its very best, both on paper and in reality. Real Madrid at the club serving up a classic at Anfield so far. Now Fabinho, 35 yards from goal, finds Alexander-Arnold in the early crossing position, feeds Henderson. Good chance for Liverpool, cut back from Salah is a great chance, takes it on the spin. Real Madrid just can't clear their lines, and finally Militao with a furious goal line scramble, and the Brazilian hoofs the ball clear. It looked almost nailed on for Liverpool to put themselves 3-1 up. And that ball into the channel, Alexander-Arnold to whether it be Henderson or Salah, it's been on all evening so far for the Reds. So many gaps to exploit in the Real Madrid back line. It's as if both sides have been set up for a slugfest. Darwin Nunez took a swipe at the ball in that goal line scramble, but in the end it was Militao who made the crucial clearance. And the Real Madrid defender looks to have paid a price for it. He stayed down for the moment, but so was David Alaba, concerningly. He only returned from a muscle injury earlier this month, David Alaba, such an accomplished player. In over 400 appearances. Bayern Munich. He's got 98 caps for Austria. Still only 30 years old, Alaba. So much top-level experience for a player of his age. They do have defensive options on the bench, Real Madrid. Nacho, typically a right back. Ferland Mendy, the starting left back, is out injured. And the Real Madrid medics have just signalled to the bench that unmistakable global language that David Alaba is going to need to come off, and it is Nacho that's going to be introduced by Carlo Ancelotti. It's another early blow for Los Blancos. They went 2 goals down. Now they've lost one of their most experienced Champions League campaigners. Vinicius did pull one back. It's been a breathless start to the game. Darwin Núñez with the opener. Cruyff flick past Thibaut Courtois from Salah's low cross. And it was Salah himself who scored the second. Thibaut Courtois with a shocking goalkeeping error as his loose touch laid it on a plate for Salah, who poked it from close range. Just when it looked as though Real Madrid was staring crisis in the face, Vinicius Jr. combined brilliantly with Karim Benzema before curling into the far post from the edge of the box. Certainly the pick for 3 goals so far from Vinicius. Nunez's clever finish is also worthy of praise. So the change has been made. David Alaba off, Nacho Fernandez on for Real Madrid. Play resumes with a throw-in from the right. Majcetic sends it across towards Nunez, but that has gone harmlessly out of play for a Real Madrid goal kick. As the knockout stages work, it's second versus first in the groups. Second group A behind Napoli, take on Eintracht Frankfurt this evening. Real Madrid won their group, beating RB Leipzig to top spot. Real Madrid are the team with the greater Champions League pedigree. There's no one that can touch Los Blancos in that regard. 14 Champions League titles, double anybody else. 6 their own to the party and 20 combined between the two teams. It is 6 times champions Liverpool who hold the advantage. Real Madrid on the ball now with Eder Militao. Finds Carvajal. Nacho has gone over. Left back. Direct replacement. David Alaba. Nacho is more comfortable playing right back or centre back. He's a versatile defender, showing that this evening is the clearance made by Courtois towards Vinicius. Alexander-Arnold gets the foot in, but the ball rebounds to Luka Modric. Spread wide to Carvajal, who's got space to run into. Darwin Núñez neglecting his defensive duties. Carvajal feeds the ball back to Valverde. Real Madrid 30 yards from goal now. This is fired into the feet of Benzema. More quick passing, which Liverpool struggled to deal with before. Crossing seen by Vinicius to the far post. Carvajal was waiting to nod it in, but this time Núñez raced back to win the header. He's gone out for a Real Madrid corner. He's got tremendous energy, Darwin Núñez. He's up and down his left flank. Right hand side. Out swinging into the box, but the referee temporarily stops the play. Scuffle in the box between Liga and Fabinho. Stern warning issued to both players as we approach the half an hour mark. 2/3 of the way through this first half. Modric again to take this out swinging corner. Here comes from the Croatian into the danger area. It won by Madrid, and that was Vinicius at the far post looking to get his shot away, and it's a brilliant save by Alisson. It would have been a copy of his first goal. Nearly bringing Real Madrid level. But in the end, Alisson got a strong hand to palm it away from danger and the ball away. Identical strike from the unrelenting Alisson. Fantastic save really by Vinicius. Brazilians another. Real Madrid beginning to wake up even more. Perhaps alarm bells ringing for Liverpool. They had that 2-goal lead early on. Madrid coming forward with Camavinga, who's fouled, but the referee waves play on. Madrid still in possession with Karim Benzema. Flick back to Modric, 25 yards out. Now it's Valverde on the edge of the box, takes the strike, and it blazes over the top of the crossbar. No composure from the Uruguayan. Real Madrid fans will have expected better from their number 15. He's been a prolific goal goal scorer from midfield this season. Already up to 12 goals in all competitions. And the ball was laid off really invitingly by Vinicius. He was just on the edge of the box, Valverde. And he just fancied him to put his laces through that. If he went on target, he was going to cause Alisson real problems. In the end, the connection was nowhere near what Valverde desires. Goal kick taken by Alisson. Ball passing it round the back, and they're running the risk here. White shirts all around. But if they can beat the press, the rewards could be lucrative. Played forward. Referee looks as though he's ball played back for a handball against Camavinga. So it's going to be a Liverpool free kick on the halfway line, taken by Fabinho. Goes short to Alexander-Arnold as Liverpool look to maintain this head of steam, keep their one goal buffer. Salah. It's by Chetic, takes the ball in the centre circle with space, takes it, sprays a 50-yard pass over to Andy Robertson. Headed on by Carvajal, but goes out for a Liverpool throw-in, taken immediately back to Chetic on the halfway line. Now Joe Gomez inside the centre circle, sprays the ball wide right, a good knock around the corner by Salah to Henderson. Back to Salah, this is a good play by Liverpool, we've got a chance here with Salah on the edge of the box. Spreads the ball right to Robertson on the left-hand side, they are taking their time here, Liverpool. By Chetic, the slack pass, but Gakpo stolen in. Liverpool in the box here. Could send a cross in, but it doesn't reach its intended target. And Valverde able to hook the ball clear for the white shirts of Real Madrid. Liverpool shooting from right to left, applying pressure on the Real Madrid goal as we edge closer towards half-time at Anfield. Direct ball into the feet of Salah and a fantastic tackle by Camavinga. Had to time that one absolutely perfectly, the Frenchman, and now it's Real Madrid that come on the break with Vinicius, but no less than 6 Liverpool shirts swarmed around Vinicius to make the tackle. The energy levels have been really high from Jurgen Klopp's side so far this evening, and it's what has been lacking from their performances so far this season. Eighth in the Premier League. Completely out of character for much of the campaign. They are coming into this one off 2 confidence-boosting wins against Everton and Newcastle. They look bang up for this one as Salah feeds it to Trent Alexander-Arnold. Tackle made by Rudiger, and it's gone out for a Liverpool throw to the right-hand side of the Real Madrid penalty area. Taken short, deep passing between Alexander-Arnold and Salah. Cross sent in, and it's just about dealt with Rodrigo. Skims the Brazilian's head. It's out for a Liverpool throw-in on the left-hand side now of the Real Madrid box. Valverde, who tries to feed Vinicius, chases on with the Brazilian, and Joe Gomez, and it's intercepted again, and it's in for Vinicius. It's another goalkeeping howler, this time Alisson the culprit, and it's Vinicius with his second goal of the game. It's a scarcely believable first half at Anfield. It's had everything. 2 goalkeeping howlers, one at either end, and even Jurgen Klopp applauds what has been a breathless first 45 minutes at Anfield. This goalkeeper mistake just as bad as Thibaut Courtois earlier in the first half. It was Valverde who started off the move, tried to send Vinicius through on goal. Gomez won the race, passed it back to Alisson, and Alisson tried to pass the ball out first time. And the goalkeeper's pass ricocheted straight off the foot of Vinicius and into the net. The Real Madrid player didn't know too much about it, but he wins it regardless. It's his second of the night. It's Real Madrid's second, and incredibly, with 36 minutes on the clock, it is Liverpool 2, Real Madrid 2. A real head-in-hands moment for Alisson. It's the kind of mistake that you rarely see from that calibre of goalkeeper. And the same can be said of Thibaut Courtois earlier in this first half. It was only 22 minutes ago when Courtois had his head in his own hands after gifting Salah the second goal. And just as Liverpool thought they were about to cruise into the sunset with a healthy advantage going into the return fixture at the Bernabeu, this game has been spun on its head by Real Madrid, and Vinicius in particular. He's now 6 Champions League goals in 7 games. To the 22-year-old, he's catching Salah at the top of the scoring chart. Salah, of course, now on his own with 8 goals, 6 and a bit games. Ahead of Kylian Mbappe in the scoring charts, Thibaut Courtois prepares to take this Real Madrid goal kick. So the return fixtures in just over a month, 3 weeks' time. March the 15th, put the date in the diary. If it's anything like this, the first 38 minutes, it will be an absolute blockbuster. Real Madrid unbeaten at the Bernabeu all season gives extra emphasis for Liverpool to win this match on home turf. And then, of course, a draw on away turf would be enough to advance to the Champions League quarter-finals. Now by Cetic in the centre circle, Fabinho spreads the ball wide right to Henderson. Cetic has often been left in acres of space really in the middle of the park by Real Madrid. Alexander-Arnold with a big switch over to Robertson, taken down well by the Scotsman. Not got much in the way of options, fined by Cetic, who goes back to Van Dijk. 5 yards inside. Robertson. Madrid strategically applying pressure. Van Dijk passes square across the halfway line to Gomez. Salah's dropped deep, feeds the ball into Gakpo, chest down by the Dutchman. He's there to make the interception and subsequently the clearance. This is applying pressure from the front again. Fabinho, technical work in the middle of the park, and he's driving forward here, finds Henderson. Here is Henderson. He's got Nunez racing ahead of him, looking at the crossing. Picking it first time, it's over the head of everyone in red. Robertson, just about pacey enough to make retrievable, is he? Instead the linesman has given it inside their own half. 39 minutes on the clock, just over 5 to go until half time. Madrid 2. Madrid just edging down this right-hand touchline. They've won another throw-in. Carvajal to take it. And on the halfway, Camavinga on the options in front of him. Instead goes back to Militao. Turn goes all the way back to Courtois. Keeper looks to go long. He's got Benzema and Vinicius to target then. Pinpoint pass to Vinicius is well taken down by the Real Madrid star. He's got Modric on the overlap, plays the 1-2 with Benzema and the loose touch. Capitalised on by Cetic. Ball pass back to Alisson. This time takes greater care over his short pass to find Robertson. Liverpool racing forward now. Pokes the ball into the feet of Nunez, but good interception made by Carvajal. Liverpool just can't get a win over Real Madrid, it seems. There's still, of course, plenty of time left to go in this one. They are winless scoreless in their last 6 matches against Real Madrid. That includes 2 Champions League finals. Their last win, Los Blancos, came all the way back in 2009. They haven't been many draws either. Real Madrid have won 5 of the last 6. It's a bad omen for the Reds. Made such a good start to this game, but now they're on the back foot. At least momentum-wise, they're still playing confident football, Liverpool. The heads haven't dropped too much. Of course, Real Madrid's second goal wasn't really a case of being outplayed. It was a stark, striking out by the goalkeeper, Alisson. It's so rare to see 2 mistakes of such a high calibre. It's such a big game, just 20 minutes apart from one another, and that just goes to show what an incredible first half it's been at Anfield. The neutrals, especially his eyes, mouth, I should say, will water the prospect of 3 more halves to come before it's decided which team will advance to the quarter-finals. There's just a moment of concern for Liverpool here as the youngster Stefan Bajcetic is down on the turf and receiving treatment. He has hobbled back onto the field now, the youngster. As Real Madrid passing the ball around the back with Courtois, looks to go long this time, taking no chances, but doesn't find a target. Instead it's taken down by Gomez, who's the dribble forward into the Madrid half. He's fouled inside the centre circle by Valverde. Referee Van Kovacs points for a free kick, and the Reds already back underway. Here's Robertson on the left. Bajcetic. Fabinho, who's played confidently in this first half. He's not been in his best form by any means this season. In fact, he's been well short of his best. But he's looking confident here against his former club, Real Madrid. He'll have a brief spell with Los Blancos, and he made one league appearance for the senior side, mostly played with their B team. This was many years ago, of course. Here's Bajcetic, good incisive ball into Alexander-Arnold, tries to turn. He's pounced on by the white shirts of Real Madrid, and the referee, here's Van Kovacs, has pointed for a Liverpool free kick. It looks as though it's for a handball. Luka Modric, the culprit, absolutely knew very little about it, the Croatian. He does protest his point to the referee. The decision stands. It's going to be a Liverpool free kick around 25 yards from Thibaut Courtois' goal. Interested parties standing over it. Mohamed Salah, Alexander-Arnold. You'd have to imagine it's the latter. It's the favourite to take this one. It's dead central to the goal, so it theoretically lends itself to either a right footer or a left footer. We fancy this one from this kind of range. And it is Alexander-Arnold who's placing the ball down on the turf with the most instinct. Number 66, famous dental specialist. What a time it would be to conjure up something special here. But it's Trent Alexander-Arnold stood over the free kick, over the ball, and it's well saved comfortably in the end by Courtois, who bounces the ball down on the turf. Looking to spring a speedy attack. Does find Valverde with a fantastic throw. Vinicius is racing ahead. He's found Vinicius in the box. Could send the low cross in towards Rodrigo. And it's a crucial defensive touch in there by Andy Robertson. What a tremendous piece of defending by the Scotsman. Absolutely crucial, with Rodrigo just waiting to tap the ball home at the far post. A brilliantly executed counter-attack by Real Madrid, started by Courtois. Valverde fed the ball to Vinicius, who sent in the low cross from the left. It was bang on the money. Rodrigo poised to just tap home and make it 3-2. But Robertson tapped it behind superbly. Corner comes in by Modric, headed away by Virgil van Dijk. There's going to be 3 minutes of added time at the end of this first half. We've already played one of them as the ball's switched over to Darwin Núñez on the left. He's got Luka Modric for company. The Croatian for pace. His dribbling just lets him down. He's still squared up against Modric. And in the end comes back to Bajcetic. Now Fabinho, 35 yards from goal, comes back to Virgil van Dijk. All 10 outfield red shirts of Liverpool currently inside the Real Madrid half. They want to finish this first period on a positive note as Henderson flicks it through the legs of Rudiger, sends in the cross, takes a nick, and the final touch of Henderson, so it's a Real Madrid goal kick. So a hugely important moment at the end of this first half. That clearance from Andy Robertson, make no mistake about it, that is just as important as any of the 4 goals that have gone in here at Anfield in this breathless Champions League encounter. It really having something to behold. And the 54,000 or so in attendance, and I'm sure everyone watching or listening at home can't wait for another 45 minutes of action. Both teams off the leash as it loops forward towards Darwin Núñez. Cleared away by Rudiger. Now it's Liverpool on the right-hand side, taken quickly by Alexander-Arnold to Salah. 2 versus 2 over on the right flank. Salah does well to come back. Good feet by the Egyptian. Looks as though he's fouled, but the referee waves play on. Liverpool with the advantage, crossed in towards the back post, but he doesn't find Robertson. Liverpool asking for that free kick to be awarded now, but nothing big. So it's this Van Kovacs, and it's going to be another Real Madrid goal kick. Jordan Henderson, the Liverpool captain, angrily protesting his point to the referees. Risk by doing that. Play goes on. Courtois, the move upfield, and there goes the half-time whistle. What a first 45 minutes it's been at Anfield. Liverpool raced into a 2-goal lead. Finish from Mohamed Salah's low cross. It was then 2-0. Thibaut Courtois committed a shocking leaping error. His loose touch, presenting a gift for Salah, who poked in from close range. Liverpool 2-0 up inside 14 minutes. Vinicius Jr. curled into the far post to pull one back from Real Madrid, and then it was deflected straight off Vinicius and leaped to the net. It's been an incredible first 45 minutes. We've got 45 more live on flash forward to 50 minutes time. Don't go anywhere. Our side of Anfield is Liverpool 2, Real Madrid 2.
To showcase urban and
Nama sama lu gitu kan. Gitu. Apa ada ibu yang kecil banget malah tuh kan.
Thursday night. Produced. That match really in that half anyway, in terms of normal control of football.
Đúng rồi, đúng rồi, cái đó bà quên làm nào. Đúng rồi, đúng rồi, cái đó
stood over the top of the ball, get a great chance to fist on the danger area. Fire on towards the goalkeeper, Allison. Gifted Vinicius Jr. his second goal in the first half.
Just makes a little bit of a difference.
Modric stood over it. Not too many whitelets have made the journey forward. Here is Modric. He's wide into the danger area, and it's in for Real Madrid. Eder Militao completes the comeback, and there's only 47 minutes on the clock. From 2 goals down, Real Madrid lead at Anfield for the first time. And it's a dagger into the heart of the Red supporters that have made the journey here this evening. Scarves flying in the Real Madrid away end. And it's another Brazilian scorer for Los Blancos. The free kick was whipped in by Modric and headed in from close range by Eder Militao. It's a puzzle look face of the Liverpool boss, Jurgen Klopp. And this second half has started as the first one ended. Goals galore at Anfield, and that one a really poor one for Liverpool to concede. The cross went in, Militao was just completely unmarked. Inquiries going on between the Liverpool defenders. No one whatsoever was picking up the number 3. 6 foot 1 inches. The Brazilian defender simply had to be picked up in the box. He ghosted in and headed home from 5 yards out. A simple finish for a player of his calibre. 48 minutes on the clock. It's Liverpool 2, Real Madrid 3. Certainly have got long odds this scoreline at this stage of the game. Liverpool went 2-0 up inside a quarter of an hour. The Reds are rocked. Madrid have been frail at the back at times. They've also got so much quality going forward. Vinicius again at the heart of that move. It was his darting run down the left flank which drew the foul from Gomez. Modric crossed in, Militao did the rest. That's been a fantastic night for Vinicius Junior. He's had plenty of them. Up to 18 goals in all competitions this season, 6 in the Champions League. And now it's Rodrigo on the opposite flank, a player who's just as capable as Vinicius, but just hasn't produced it on as much of a consistent basis. Rodrigo now giving chase, but he's beaten to the ball by Van Dijk. Passes the ball clear to Robinson. Valverde gets the foot in, it's going to be a Liverpool throw, and then deep inside our own territory. It's their own penalty area. Shocked to see us back across 2 goals down so early on in this game. Came into it having won 4 games in a row, and they only reached Cup champions. Now after in the final. Al Hilal in the final, Al Ahly in the semi-final. It's crucial to build confidence. 5 huge matches on the horizon. They host Atletico Madrid in the first leg. They'll race semi-finals next Thursday. The big blockbuster games are coming thick and fast for Carlo Ancelotti. They will continue to do so over the coming days. The first task at hand this evening is to come away from this match at Anfield with a lead to protect, going back to the Bernabeu where they have not lost all season. Therefore, be huge favourites to advance to the quarter-finals. Real Madrid, their run to Champions League glory last season was characterised by fantastic nights like this, incredible comeback stories. They're coming forward again here with Vinicius, towing by Jordan Henderson, sends the ball out of play. It's going to go Real Madrid for a kick. Modric, who's come over to take his corner right in front of the Real Madrid fans. Not too far from where he crossed it from that free kick just a couple of minutes ago. They've taken it short. Now Modric looks to get the cross in. He's off his footing. Plays the ball short to Vinicius. Modric with a patient approach here. Benzema. Decides to get the cross in. Now Modric sends it with his left foot. This is its mark completely. Straight out of play. It's going to be a goal kick. 37 years of age now. One of 2 Ballon d'Or winners in this world. Benzema, of course. His contract's up at the end of the season, Luka Modric, but he's showing again tonight that he's a crucial player for Los Blancos. Champions League 5 times. Fantastic rarity of amazing in the lead up to this game. He was really surprised by Liverpool's poor form in the Premier League this started. Madrid towards a promising lead in the first leg of this Champions League tie. Cross goes in by Alexander-Arnold towards Nunez. He got a shove in the back and he's asking a question of the referee, who at the moment signals to play on. Nunez was ghosting in at the far post. The cross was looped in by Alexander-Arnold. Felt as though he was pushed. Play goes on for the moment. Gap on the left flank. Now Robertson can get the cross in. Good tackle made in there. Carvajal did certainly put a hand into the back of Nunez, and it wasn't an insignificant one either. He does go on. Henderson crosses in towards Robertson at the back post, header won by Rodrigo, and that's going to go out for a Liverpool throw in. Reds do have every right to feel aggrieved. There's no penalty given there. It's a blatant push from Carvajal into the back of Nunez. And that's a quickly resolved. Play goes on with by Chetic, 35 yards from goal. Plays the ball wide right to Alexander-Arnold. Effective so far this evening. Alexander-Arnold sent it across left-footed, headed away by Rudiger. And that was Vinicius giving chase against Henderson. Henderson. Real Madrid coming forward here with Rodrigo. There's a question of offside in the big keeps his flag down for now. Plays a neat 1-2 with Benzema on the edge of the box, takes a deflection, and the ball's in. It's 4-2 to Real Madrid, and this time it's Karim Benzema with his first Champions League goal of the campaign. Forlorn looks from the Liverpool defence. It's all gone horribly wrong since they took a 2-goal lead. Within the quarter of an hour of this game, more confused looks by Jurgen Klopp. He can hardly believe how his team have unraveled. It was a similar pattern. He was passing on the edge of the box. This time 1-2 was between Rodrigo and Benzema. It was the Frenchman that took the final shot. It took a big deflection. Joe Gomez, which left the unfortunate Alisson Becker helpless between the sticks for Liverpool. It's a tough one to swallow. Reds. And there is a question of offside, as mentioned earlier. Rodrigo very marginal whether he beat the offside track involving Joe Gomez. To Real Madrid. This one surely will be reviewed by VAR. It looked extremely It has been reviewed, and Rodrigo did beat the offside trap. It's Liverpool 2, Real Madrid 4. Who could have seen this coming when Liverpool pounced on a nervous start by Los Blancos to go to a 2-goal lead. Midfield of 6 hit 4 at Anfield. Liverpool fans really thought that the tide was starting to turn their way after a frustrating season. After a Merseyside derby win and an impressive victory away at Newcastle last time out. 2 goals to the good. It's the 14th times Champions League winners. It's a sobering crash back down to reality for Jurgen Klopp. See the players there on the pitch. 1-4 goal, and you fear this could really be curtains for Liverpool. Realistically, they need to get back on terms and draw this 4-4 at least to give themselves a realistic chance of prevailing in this two-legged affair. As mentioned, Real Madrid haven't been beaten at the Bernabeu all season, so Liverpool relying on getting a victory on away territory. Where Jurgen Klopp wants his side to be after 90 minutes. Still a fair distance to go, 58 minutes on the clock. A 2-goal deficit to chase that. Nacho knocks it inside to Valverde. Tackle made in there by Chetic. Henderson spreads the play over to the left side. Robertson's got space to run into. He's isolated against Carvajal. Finds Gamo over on the left. Could get the cross in here. Looks towards the edge of the box. His cross takes a deflection. Flailing arm as Antonio Rudiger in the face. He's down.
Nếu có mang năng lại thì nó vào thì gần
The referee lays play on.
nó ốm bỏ ơi.
It's a Liverpool throw.
Nó ốm cũng như thế thôi.
It's inside their own half. It seems as though Nunez is going to be given a warning by the referee. It must be a stray arm. Rudiger in the face. The referee opted to have a word and nothing more. It did look intentional from Nunez. Must be said. Liverpool need to start manufacturing things going forward and of course steadying the ship at the back. They have weapons to bring on from the bench. The likes of Harvey Elliott, Diogo Jota, Roberto Firmino. All experienced players, Champions League level. Diogo Jota just returning from injury. Many felt that he could play instead of Darwin Nunez. He's just recovering from a shoulder injury. Solid tackle just inside the Real Madrid half. Liverpool free kick. Opportunity to lump the ball into the box or take it short as they have done more often than not so far this evening. Vinicius Junior penalised for standing on top of the ball, preventing the free kick from being taken quickly. Matt Kovacs uses the first yellow card of the evening and it goes to Real Madrid's double goal scorer, Vinicius Junior. So the free kick finally taken short by Liverpool. Fabinho plays the ball square across the halfway line to Van Dijk. Now by Chetic, deep lying playmaker, spreads the ball over towards Salah, but the interception made by Nacho. 1-2 play between Nacho and Valverde, and now Real Madrid have got space to run into. Vinicius, 3 players over on the left-hand side, played it short to Karim Benzema. Strikers taking the patient approach, and you can blame them. 2 goals to the good. Rudiger pins the ball. Big switch, 40-yard pass over to the right, where Rodrigo plays it short to Benzema. Now Modric in a cross-tick position, but no one really to aim for in the box. Forced to go back to Benzema. His return pass is a poor one, and it's intercepted by Uruguayan racing forward for Liverpool, but his touch is loose. Pounced on by Eder Militao. Great tackle. And he's played the ball through to Benzema, but there's just too much on it. He's forced the Frenchman wide. Still with possession in the final third here, the white shirts of Real Madrid. And again, approach, Camavinga finds Modric 35 yards from goal. Modric to Rodrigo. Deep passing by the 14-time Champions League winners. Showing their composure and their experience on this kind of stage. Big switch by Valverde over Carvajal, sent to the cross towards Benzema, and Vinicius was in the back post, but the cross was over the Brazilian's head. Finally, Henderson makes the clearance, but Valverde with good defensive work rate to cut down and make the block. Real Madrid fans naturally in good spirits in the away end. They were questioning their decision to make the long trip over from Spain. Stage of this match. Boy, they're glad they made the trip to Merseyside now. Struck for some sort of field twice in the first half. Vinicius. The second half, Eder Militao and Karim countering Benzema's deflected strike. They haven't all been the prettiest of goals, but Darwin Núñez has scored a fantastic flick in the first half. Vinicius Junior's curled effort. Ball on back for Real Madrid, both not early in their own right. Los Blancos coming forward here. Early cross sent in towards Benzema on the back post. Ballon d'Or winner able to bring the ball under his spell. Finds Vinicius Junior over on the left, cuts it on his right foot and tries to play it short. But a long shot taken by Rudiger, and he put serious power behind that one, but couldn't quite direct it on target. We did see Rudiger back in his Chelsea days. For a few sledgehammers like that, he got everything behind the ball on that occasion. Didn't quite get the direction. 63 minutes on the clock, and Liverpool boss Jurgen Klopp rolls the dice for the first time this evening. It's a double change. Darwin Núñez and Cody Gakpo are replaced by Diogo Jota and Roberto Firmino. So a very attacking change indeed, although they are like-for-like changes. Gakpo started the game well but went quiet in the second half. Núñez, aside from his finish, hasn't had his most effective 63 minutes of football in a Liverpool shirt. Dribbling over on the left-hand side, did let him down at times. Firmino's got a central. Jota has gone up there with him. In fact, it looks like a two-man attack. Liverpool throwing the kitchen sink at Real Madrid with less than half an hour of normal time to go on home turf. It's Cetic. Plays the ball square to Fabinho, 30 yards from goal. Finds Salah into the feet of Firmino. Good foot in there by Eder Militao. And Real Madrid clear their lines, but it's a good interception by Joe Gomez to bring Liverpool back on the attack. A whipped-in cross and Carvajal for the deal with the awkward ball into the box. Does so capably in the end, the Spaniard. It's going to be a Liverpool corner kick. Liverpool fans still singing their support from the stands, but others looking gravely concerned. Their Champions League run could be over at the round of 16 stage unless they produce something in this last 30 minutes. Corner goes in by Robertson, finds its way to Henderson on the edge of the box by Cetic, takes the long shot, and it's a fantastic effort from way out from the 18-year-old. In the end, it goes a yard or two wide of the post. It was absolutely miles out by Cetic, curling towards goal, but Real Madrid half, but Modric has stolen the ball in the midfield. It's a great chance for Real Madrid. Touch by Vinicius, now it's Benzema to put the game to bed. Goes round the goalkeeper and it's in from Karim Benzema. His second goal of the evening, and it's 5-2 Real Madrid. Real Madrid may have this game solo, dead and buried. 66 minutes on the clock. It looks as though there's no coming back for Liverpool. It was a brilliant counter-attacking goal, not the first time they've stung Liverpool on the counter this evening, and it is Beckham in the Real Madrid end at Anfield. Liverpool at Anfield shell-shocked. Jurgen Klopp in disbelief on the touchline. He manages a wry smile, but Fabinho was caught in possession by Luka Modric. Forward, 37 years of age, still some pace in those legs. Found Vinicius, squared it to Benzema, who sat Alisson down. Then he just had the defender defenders on the goal line to deal with it. He handled it brilliantly with his left foot. Into the top corner, Benzema hadn't scored in the Champions League all season before tonight. Now he's got 2. And Real Madrid have got 5. Just over 20. First leg is Liverpool 2, Real Madrid 5. Liverpool went up early on, they capitalised. Madrid's nervous start. Great finish by Nunez, but if you ignore the freak, second goal from Mohamed Salah, which was put on a play by Thibaut Courtois, loose touch. Madrid have subsequently gone on to score. 5 minutes of action. That's a goal at Anfield. They're suffering here, Liverpool, so are the fans. It's 2-2 at the break. Real Madrid have come out and they look like scoring every time they go. Liverpool have made a couple of attacking changes. Roberto Firmino joining Mo Salah in attack. So far it's not been enough. They're staring around of 60, exiting in the face here, Liverpool. There's a second leg to come on March the 15th, but they would need a mighty, monumental turnaround at the Bernabeu, the kind of which has not been seen all season, not even close. Cross goes in by Liverpool, headed in towards goal. As the corner was met by Roberto Firmino, Courtois knocked that well to make the catch. Courtois has to look at a relieved goalkeeper after his shocking mistake earlier in the game. Did well to be moved to the header. Save in the end for the Real Madrid goalkeeper. Vinicius tried to flick it through the leg of Alexander-Arnold, but eventually the defender nearest his foot in. Approaching the 70-minute mark on the other side. Liverpool 2, Real Madrid 5, the last 20 minutes. Live on flash score. This has been a game that you simply cannot take your eyes off. A true example of what the Champions League can be. The Champions League at its best, Europe's premier club competition. The most glamorous of them all. Liverpool coming forward with Firmino. It's a great tackle by Valverde, who's done well with his defensive duties this evening. Henderson flicks it across the back post, headed down. Modric heads away the interception. Really sets Rodrigo away. Jota for company. Rodrigo keeps the ball. Maturely passing back to Carvajal. Vinicius now squared up against the Brazilian's going to try and outpace him down the outside. Instead, this is not short. Incisive pass to Carvajal. Rodrigo over on the right hand side. Liverpool applying pressure, but Real Madrid are just coursing with confidence at this stage of the game. They're so comfortable just keeping possession, knocking the ball to one another, one touch. It's Camavinga. Time over to Nacho inside the Liverpool half. Now it's Vinicius. Cuts inside on his right foot, 25 yards from goal, feet Valverde. Benzema's pass finds Rudiger. Press on the pitch, and he's left space for Nacho to exploit. Nacho finds Benzema 25 yards out again. Turns back. Keeping possession, toying with Liverpool in the final third now is Vinicius. Tries to go back again, but Liverpool is chasing shadows here. Their home pitch. Absolutely mesmerising play by Real Madrid, who just turn up time and time again in this competition. Finally, one trick too many tried by Vinicius. Able to retain possession, cleared upfield by Alexander Arnold. Real Madrid throw in. A couple more changes being prepared by Jurgen Klopp. Perhaps this is a sign of damage limitation. James Milner and Joel Matip to enter the fray. It's going to be their third and fourth change of the evening. First player to be removed is Joe Gomez. He's had his moments, Gomez. Continues to tracking back. He's looked relatively comfortable on the ball. He's had his down moments too as his deflection. To Milner's first goal. And Jordan Henderson, the captain, is going to be replaced by James Milner. He takes the captain's armband from his colleague. Just to recap, it's Jordan Gomez, Jordan Henderson, replaced by Joel Matip and James Milner. Andy Robertson with green grass to run into. Howls into the Real Madrid half and finds Jota. It's over on the left. Firmino jinks past Camavinga. Finds Robertson in a crossing position, but he's got Camavinga for company. It's good defending by the Real Madrid man, and he's done enough to force Robertson to cross the ball out of play. It's going to be a Real Madrid goal kick. Liverpool have at least broken one of their duds against Real Madrid. Spurs kept two successive clean sheets at Anfield. It was a 3-0 win in 2014 and a 0-0 draw. Liverpool put that right with 2 goals early on this evening. Real Madrid have responded emphatically ever since Vinicius won back in the 21st minute. It's been a timeless performance from Carlo Ancelotti's side. He's missed a Champions League, 4 Champions League wins in his career. The Italian's managerial CV just reads almost like a fairy tale. He's had stints in Juventus, AC Milan, Chelsea, PSG, Bayern, Napoli. The Champions League with Los Blancos in both of his spells in the dugout. He's worked at AC Milan earlier in his career. Titles in 4 countries. There almost aren't enough superlatives to describe Carlo Ancelotti, the 63-year-old who claims his Real Madrid contract is up at the end of next season. Perhaps links to the Brazilian manager's job there yet to fruition just yet. Vinicius tries to turn Alexander Arnold, puts the foot in. It must be said, Alexander Arnold is by no means disgraced himself against Vinicius. He's had his moments defensively where he's kept the Brazilian quiet. But he's such a tricky customer. Real Madrid man, that he's still been hugely influential in this game. He scored twice, won the free kick that led to another Real Madrid goal. It's been a vintage display by Vinicius. Feels like he's been around forever. 200 appearances for Real Madrid as Milner sends in the cross towards the far post, taken down by Jota, but his touch lets him down. It's cleared by Eder Militao. Vinicius lays the ball back to Nacho. In turn lays it back to Rudiger. He's got time and space to pick his options. Raise the ball. Switch over to Carvajal, but the Spaniard's touch is a poor one. Robertson steaming down the left-hand side now, can get the low cross in. Sends it in towards Firmino, but it's a great block by Eder Militao. He gestures happily towards the Real Madrid travelling fans. He's got a 3-goal buffer Los Blancos, and they want to keep it that way heading into the second leg. They will be exceedingly comfortable going back to home turf with this kind of advantage. The corner goes in by Robertson, doesn't get the first man, it's headed away by Dani Carvajal. Recycled struggled by Chetic. Big switch played, not the first time, it's trying to be crossed for the third time by Matip back into the box. By Chetic's pass, just had too much meat in the bones. Couldn't reach it, goes all the way through for a Real Madrid goal kick. Just like Los Blancos, the Reds have had injury issues of their own going into this match. This is the likes of Arthur, Luis Diaz, both long-term injury absentees, Calvin Ramsey, Thiago, Alcantara also missing. Ibrahima Konate's not made the squad. His return will be welcomed by Liverpool fans. Shaky defensive displays this season, but more so than tonight. He shot 5 goals for Real Madrid. It's an intriguing series of games on the horizon for Liverpool. Games against Palace, Wolves, Manchester United, their bitter rivals. Wins by Chetic. Tries to find Roberto Firmino just outside the box, but clear the lines. Firmino takes the ball 5 yards inside the Real Madrid half. To Silva. Now Salah, who's had a quiet second half, comes in on his left foot. Tackle goes in by Nacho, doesn't win the ball. Ref says play on as Liverpool still in possession. Firmino goes back to Joel Matip. Yes, that's a mechanical reaction to the switch. Robertson instead. Calavan's forward into the midfield. Right-hand side. Should be building up. Gaining territory to the Real Madrid penalty area. Chetic's switch over to Robertson. Finds his way back to Chetic, 30 yards out. Over to the right-hand side this time. Alexander-Arnold, now Salah on the edge of the box. Shorter. Take the shot once that gives of space emerges, but nothing yet. Still by Chetic. Plenty of the ball in the last 60 seconds. Pass to Matip, and now Liverpool retreating back to their own box. Here's Fabinho, goes past 2 players, lays the ball square to by Chetic again. Now Robertson 1v1 against Rodrigo, knocks it around the outside of the Brazilian. Carvajal's there to shield the ball out of play. And it goes harmlessly out for a Real Madrid goal kick. Carlo Ancelotti's going to make a change. He shied away from doing so. He's been forced to substitution in the first half. David Alaba. Dani Ceballos is going through the motions on the touchline. Madrid just down on the turf for the time being. Looks as though he's hurt himself. Some did expect Ceballos to start this evening. He has traditionally been a fringe player for Real Madrid in years gone by. He's had to work hard for his opportunity under Carlo Ancelotti. He has taken it in recent weeks. A regular fixture in the starting 11. Acquitted himself very well. 10 minutes of normal time to play. The Spaniard Ceballos, the former Arsenal man, comes into the frame. He replaces Rodrigo. Down on the turf just a few minutes ago. It has been Rodrigo's best night. Real Madrid haven't paid the price for it. Still Liverpool 2, Real Madrid 5. Firmino fires the ball into the feet of the substitute Diogo Jota. Misplaced pass by Chetic. He's been asked to do a lot with the ball so far this evening, the 18-year-old, and not all of his passes have come off. Passes have been on the money, but short ones that he really should be completing. Missed their mark. Forward by Liverpool, taken down by Salah. Now Milner, he's got Trent Alexander-Arnold on the overlap. Right back's got 2 white shirts for company, and it's a well-worked defensive routine to steal the ball away from the Liverpool man. Came racing back, knocked out, play for a Liverpool throw. They're looking to maintain possession in the Real Madrid half. Eventually tackle goes in on the Ceballos is going to be a Real Madrid free kick.
เว้ยเดี๋ยวมันเบาเลยแล้วโอ้โหเรียกว่าฟูเดี๋ยวมันรถนั้นน่ะ
Champions League start of the season. A veteran of this Real Madrid side, really, since 2017. He's 6 years of age now, Ceballos did spend 2 years on loan at Arsenal. His career with the Liverpool Here's Carvajal, finds Modric, still inside their own half, Real Madrid looking to move forward in Italian space. Finds Modric. Nacho on the left hand side. Modric advancing towards the halfway line, tries to play a pass from the outside. Towards Vinicius, intercepted by Alexander Arnold. Here as Nacho goes down the left hand side, good pace from the Madrid defender. Vinicius overlapping on the left. He's gone down in the box, Nacho, and he's looking towards the referee. He thinks he was pushed in the back. But his fan Kovacs gives no signal whatsoever, so Liverpool play up. Really would drive a dagger into the heart of their fans. If Los Blancos were to notch a 6th goal this evening, which would make for a truly stunning scoreline, as if it's not incredible enough already. Firmino turns and faces, finds Robertson. Early cross goes in towards Salah, good interception by Nacho. Firmino comes again into the box here and Eder Militao with a fantastic tackle. To be delicate with his feet there in his own penalty area. Did so to position the ball away quickly. Contact nothing but the ball. 84 minutes on the clock, still live on Flash. 2, Real Madrid 5, Trent Alexander-Arnold. 10 yards inside the Madrid half. By Chetic. Even though things haven't gone all his way this evening, it will have been a character-building experience going up against the heavyweight midfielders of Real Madrid. It's Fede Valverde, one of the informed players in Europe this season. So I think one of the finest youngsters on the continent. Modric, Ballon d'Or winner, World Cup finalist. Make a change in the meantime by Chetic. Just discussing comes off. It's at 85 minutes of high quality action. Be replaced by another youngster, Harvey Elliott. Comes on to the final 5 minutes of normal time. First action beats over the edge of the box. This goal is won by Alexander-Arnold, but not for the first time. Doesn't beat the first man. It's headed away by Dani Carvajal. Halfway line, plays the square to Robertson on the left. Robertson into the feet, Jota, fantastic goal by Valverde to knock the ball through the legs of the Portuguese. Real Madrid confident as showboating here. Vinicius finds Benzema, return pass to Vinicius, what's he much power on it? For a little bit of throw.
Iya, tutup aku.
There's going to be a lot of Real Madrid changing down the substitutions. Rolling in towards the end of this game, 86 minutes on the clock. Captain Karim Benzema, 2 goals this evening. He's going to be withdrawn and replaced by Marco Asensio, who scored against Osasuna in a 2-0 victory at the weekend. Asensio on, and there's another change to Luka Modric. He's to be replaced by Toni Kroos. He was not deemed fit enough to start this evening, but did make the bench after his own injury struggles. Taking a spot on the bench to discuss what's been an enthralling match between Liverpool and Real Madrid. Los Blancos go all the way back to they're just trying to take this game down now. Real. They're comfortable, they're confident, there's no need really to push for more and take risks. Liverpool have already got a mountain to climb at the Bernabeu. The away goals is no longer in force in the Champions League. They are level if they somehow manage to claw back a 3-goal deficit at the Bernabeu in 3 time. It will go to extra time and penalties. Miles tackled again in the middle of the park. This time it's John Matthew. The referee is that Kovacs. Hesitation for the Real Madrid free kick on the halfway line to be taken by Kroos. Camavinga in the halfway in the centre circle. Pass around the corner to Ceballos. It's a very neat and tidy play, the 20-year-old Camavinga, but Kroos has had his pocket picked in the middle of the park. This is a chance for Liverpool to get one back. It's Harvey Elliott in the box, tries to send the cross in early, but Rudiger's there to make a ball. They haven't been clinical enough when given those kind of opportunities, Liverpool. The cross is sent in towards Firmino, and again his touch lets him down. Just right on cue, Liverpool not clinical enough when the chances fall their way. Real Madrid have been extremely clinical. And of course, slightly fortunate at times. Benzema shot taking a big deflection of Joe Gomez. Of course, the Alisson Howland ricocheting off Vinicius and straight into the net. They have, above all, taken their chances, Real Madrid, when they've put their way. In the first quarter of an hour in this match, but they've not done since. And it could really cost the Vieira on that side. Madrid again toying with the football and toying with their opposition. Marco Asensio to ball on the halfway line. The ball is really being zipped about by the white shirts. The visitors playing as if they're on home turf, completely unfazed by the Anfield lights. Vinicius has to set Nacho free. Cleared away by Liverpool, but Madrid back on the attack. Ceballos squares into Valverde. 30 yards from goal, finds Carvajal. Carvajal comes back to Ceballos. Real intensity going for broke as the clock ticks on towards the 90. To find out how much second half stoppage time at any moment here. Also to put Liverpool out of their misery. It really would be miserable if they concede a 6. There is going to be 3 minutes of second half stoppage time, exactly the same as there was in the first half. Asensio plays it forward to Vinicius. The Spaniard gets it back, plays it square to Kroos. He's got an option wide left in Nacho, but good interception by Harvey Elliott. Red shirts back in possession. Liverpool still pushing left to right. Thiago Jota fouled inside the centre circle. It's going to be a Liverpool free kick. Reports and video footage of fireworks outside the Real Madrid hotel in Liverpool at 2 AM this morning. It wasn't enough to deter them from essentially giving Liverpool a good hiding on home turf this evening. It was been a bumper Champions League encounter. 2 minutes of second half stoppage time to go. Real Madrid well on top. Since the visitors have built up ahead of steam, the club side have really had no answers. They're coming forward here. Thiago Jota gets to the feet of Firmino inside the box. It's a real scramble inside there, and eventually Madrid clear their lines. Salah was involved but couldn't quite bring the ball under control. It's going to be a Liverpool throw into the left-hand side of the Real Madrid box. Still a decent chance to pull one back here. but it would be almost a consolation. It would give them just a shred more hope for the second leg.
It was 15 minutes of mayhem.
Retreating to Joel Matip, he's jogging forward 30 yards from goal, finds Jota on the edge of the box. Now Salah can't quite manufacture the yard of space. Real Madrid able to clear their lines. Gets away with it.
He's responsible for starting the recovery.
Passing by Real Madrid in dangerous areas, confident enough to sit the ball around inside their own final third. Brilliant one-touch passing by Real Madrid. They've been an absolute joy to watch in this last 10 minutes. Just when they're trying to win the game,
The second of his 2 goals.
and they've drawn a free kick out of the frustrated Harvey Elliott just came on the pitch 6 or 7 minutes ago. He's been shown a yellow card by referee Isvan Kovacs. Real Madrid, there's no other way to put it. They've been running ever since they went 2-0 down. 5 goals were replied. It's been a miserable night for the Reds, which started off so positively. Here's Antonio Rudiger. 10 seconds left of the allotted 3 minutes. And the referee, Isvan Kovacs, blows the final whistle. Calls time on what has been a hugely memorable Champions League encounter between 2 heavyweights in the competition. 20 European titles between Liverpool and Real Madrid, but make no mistake about who came out on top this evening. Liverpool fans thought it was going to be their night when Darwin Núñez and Mohamed Salah put them 2 to the good in inside 15 minutes. Real Madrid came fighting back with a brace from Vinicius Jr. before half-time to go in at the interval level pegging. Thereafter it was one-way traffic. Real Madrid firing in 3 goals in the second half. A close-range header by Eder Militao, and then 2 goals by reigning Ballon d'Or winner Karim Benzema. It's a fantastic Champions League night at Anfield. Not so much for Liverpool. Real Madrid cruising and 3 goals to the good ahead of their Champions League round of 16 second leg clash at the Bernabeu in 3 weeks' time. Full time at Anfield, it's Liverpool 2, Real Madrid 5.
They've got so experienced and even on